And now my report is done.
Thank you, Dr. Spangler. We are now ready to consider the consent agenda, and at this time, are there any items you wish to set aside for discussion?
I would move approval of the consent agenda.
I'd like to pull 6.
Hold on for a second.
Somebody second.
Oh, second.
You got a second.
You seconded?
Second.
Now I think we can pull out items.
Yes. Oh.
Okay, let's, which one do you want to pull?
6.
B6?
Yes, please.
Anyone else?
B3, B5.
B3, B5. Okay. Any other items? Okay.
Move approval
All
of
right.
the rest of the consent agenda, Madam Chairperson,
Second?
with the exception of B3, B5, and B6.
Okay. Okay, any discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Okay, motion carries. We're ready to consider the item
B3.
B3.
Move approval.
Discussion?
Second.
No, we need a second.
Sandy,
Somebody needs a second.
who pulled it?
Eva, second.
Eva
Eva,
did.
you pulled it.
You pulled B3. I'm moving it so we can talk about it. You want to
Okay.
second it so we can
Second,
talk
so
about it?
do I hear
Do
a
I
second? Yes.
second? Okay, I second.
Discussion?
Thought I couldn't second it. It was pulled.
Yes.
No, you
Okay.
can't.
Go ahead, trustee
Um,
Laredo.
We didn't get to question about why they needed the increase. So I know I read the bottom that it was for other things that came up. For example, plumbing, heating, air, and water. But I was wondering, when we gave the contract, was there a stipulation in there about, like the cost is 10% higher, 20% higher? So that was my question. Was it included in the previous cost?
Dr. Tyler, or?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. As you may know, whenever we get into a renovation situation, we have an estimate, and that estimate was given to the board of $2 million. There were additional work that was needed to be done in the building. I don't know if anybody's been over to the old J.P. McGovern building, which is now part of the medical center, but that used to be an old Nabisco cookie factory. And a great deal of work was needed to transform that wonderful facility. I know some of the trustees got a chance to tour it after it was completed. But it's just like renovating an old house. You have a pretty good estimate, and I think we were just about within 10% of where we thought it was going to be. We also added a few extra square feet to enhance the partnership that we have with TSU's pharmacy department over there, to open up a wall, open up a door, so that their students and our students could have an exchange program and work on projects together. I'll refer to Dr. Young for the details, but I think we've actually created something that is, again, a first in the nation. Nothing like this exists anywhere else. I would add that I would hope the board would approve this. It was really more than a labor of love for Dr. Young's team, as well as for the architects and those working in the medical center to get this done, as well as the folks, especially the dean over at TSU. So again, yes, it is a little bit more than what we thought it was going to be, but I think what we got out of it is a world-class, not a first class, but a world-class facility for teaching and learning our technicians of what today's world will afford them when they get out into the workplace. Dr. Young, would you like to add anything?
The relationship that we have with Texas Southern University is really unique. The TSU Pharm Doc students actually work in our lab with our pharmacy tech students, simulating the workplace environment that they will have, whether they're in a retail pharmacy, a home health IV pharmacy, or a hospital pharmacy. So they're getting that opportunity to experience what the relationship will be like working in the the pharmacist in the workplace. So I think this is really a unique opportunity for us. And TSU has given us additional space on their side for our students to be able to use, so it really is a good partnership.
Trustee Oliver?
Colleagues, I know that when you're talking about change orders, you know, you usually talk about a pretty good sum of money, and over $250,000 is nothing to sneeze at, but I think for the value added that you got with this particular deal, and this is only one-time deal, I think this really, Trustee Laredo, is a pretty good deal for the college. In fact, I would think as it relates to change order, as that relates to that, we came off pretty good. So I would be in favor of voting for this, simply because, again, the value added with the changes that were made, and this is a one-time deal. So that's why I would speak in favor.
Thank you. Trustee Oliver, any other?
I just think it was a great idea, and I think it's a good pilot as we move in other areas to seek collaboration with other four-year institutions, and I applaud you.
Absolutely. That
So
was-
we can say that because of the added space, you said there was added feet.
Right, we added
So
about
we can
1,000
say
square
that that
feet.
was, so that's part of the reason that the price
Yes.
went up. Okay. And is TSU sharing the cost?
They actually are paying the lease payments for that space. So we paid for the upgrade, but they actually pay the lease costs on that on a monthly basis. And they're also giving us additional space, classroom space, on their side of the wall to help us expand.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Okay, hearing none. Are we ready to vote on this item? All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? No, motion carries. Yeah. Where's my, oh, the glasses? Okay, we are ready to consider item B5, and do I hear a motion?
What,
So move.
are you on 4?
Five.
She's on B5.
B5.
So move.
Okay.
Second.
Okay.
You have
Discussion?
You're on again.
You move.
You're up.
discussion?
That's you.
For 5.
Discuss for 5.
Yeah, that's you.
Okay, so I'm ready to discuss.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you've been second.
Okay, the same question. You know, because it says the added amount, you know, so of course, I'm questioning the added amount, if, you know, for, so on this one,